Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about my experience with the Bricklink Designer Program Round 3. And if you're not familiar, just a quick rundown of this program. This program provides an opportunity for experienced or novice designers to submit projects to the, call it the Lego team. They review it for months, possibly a year or longer, go through that process, and then once the projects are found to be feasible and receive enough preliminary votes, then they move on to this funding round, if you will. And this project, the Bricklink project, is crowd funded. So pretty much when that funding round is open, anybody can come on the website and order or pre-order a project. And you can see here pretty much the way that it works is when the funding round is open, the goal, this year we had 9 projects, the goal is for the first 5 projects to reach 3,000. Pre-orders are the ones that are produced. So if it reaches 3,000, it reaches the funding level and it's going to be produced. And then these have a maximum production of 10,000, and then that's when it's sold out. So obviously having just 10,000 sets, it's going to make it a limited, limited opportunity to get your hands on these. Now this year, what's interesting is that this was my first time participating. This must have been in January or February when I first came across the funding round part 2. I was looking at some of them and I was the projects and I was like, wow, these look great. And when I heard that the funding round 3 or project round 3 was coming up, got excited, tracked it, and the day before, a friend of mine, we were just texting back and forth, and I said, don't forget, it's the funding round for the Bricklink Designer Program. So I'm not going to go through all 9 projects, but I do want to talk about the 6 that I placed in order for, and I actually am only getting 4. So out of these 5, I'm only getting 4, and then of course at the end of the video you will see the 4 that I'm getting or that I pre-ordered, and hopefully I'll receive them sometime next year. So now going in, 1950s diner. Now this set really caught my interest because I know that there was a diner from the ideas set, and I know that one was pretty popular. I want to say it was one of the modulars, I believe. It was a modular diner that they had. And this one's 1,377 pieces. And you can just see here, it's a very nice looking set. So, like the car that's here, just looks interesting, looks different. Lots of detail. So this one really caught my eye. Again, out of the 9 projects that were there. The next one, the Winter Chalet. This one, again, caught my interest, and mostly because I actually have been building the Lego Winter Village. Winter Villages probably for the last, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 years. So this one just fits right in. Obviously, it would join the Winter Village collection. And you can see here, looks like a Winter Village set. And again, just that detail, Christmas feel. So I wanted this one. Then the Mountain View Observatory. This one just looked interesting. It looked just different. You know, the dome shape there, some of the detail inside. Yeah, there you go. This dome shape here with the movable, turnable, and openable dome there. Openable building, okay? And then there was the Studgate train station. This one's 4,062 pieces. And once again, just looking at it, what a unique set. I know that trains usually do pretty well, but this is like just a whole lot of stuff going on here. Everything from the detail here, people sitting at the patio, you have the chef there, you have the looking station, train, and actually looks like there's 2 trains there. Yep, just definitely a different different look there. So this one interests me. And then this one, the steam-powered science. Now this one looked like a lot. In the end, it was not funded, so this one did not make the cut. And you see here, it just looked like a lot. It interests me just because of the gears, but it did look like a lot. It was just a lot to even take in. So apparently didn't make the cut. I'm sure if the funding were to stay open, I'm sure that even this set would have reached the 10,000, but they just do it, you know, in such a competitive way that it's the first to 3,000 makes the cut. And this was another one, the Brick West Studio. This was another one that I thought was pretty interesting. It was different. Now I know there were no minifigures in this set, and I think that might have been a big turnoff, especially considering the price. It was, I'd have to go back to the other page, but I want to say this was over 200 for this set. But I just thought it was interesting, you know, a little Western set there. And then, then what I'm going to do is actually I want to look at, let's see, I want to look at these two. These were two sets that were not funded. Oh, and I missed one of them. Okay. So I am going to look through all of them actually. This set was another one that was funded. It's a modular construction site, and I've actually just started looking into the modular buildings. I currently own some of the bookshops, and I do want I believe it's a police station that's out, as well as the hotel. The new hotel is interesting. So I could see where if somebody had, you know, rather a large city or something, I can see where this would be an attractive set. It's just doesn't really fit into, I guess, anything that I would be looking to build or, yeah, it's interesting set. I can see why people would like it. Just wasn't for me, so I did not put a bid in, or I did not pre-order that one. The working waterfall. Now this one, I think it was interesting because again, it worked 2,399 pieces. Definitely looks interesting, especially if it can, you know, if the Legos would be cycling through to make the effect of water. But I want to say, goodness, it doesn't show the price on here anymore, but I want to say that this one was pretty pricey considering what you were getting. And so I did not pre-order this one. And then the other one, this Space Troopers one, again, I could see if you were a fan of space, outer space themes, but this one did absolutely nothing for me, was not a fan, did not pre-order, and it did not make it through the cut to the final 5. All right, so considering the final 5, we are back to the main page, the final 5. And I guess if you say drum roll, please. The 4 out of the 5 that I ended up with, if you haven't figured it out already, was this one, the train station, the diner, the Mountain View Observatory, and the Winter Chalet. The modular construction site, like I said, I can see how some people would be interested in it, just did not do it for me. So I'll be hopefully receiving the 4 out of these 5 sets, and of course once I receive them I'll make a unboxing video so we can hopefully take a look at it. Just a funny story that a friend and I were ordering these at the same time, and for some reason their order didn't go through. So this Winter Chalet actually I will be giving to a friend because she is diligent about collecting her winter villages. So again, these sets won't be anything that will be sold. These are truly sets that I plan on holding on to. So I'll end up in the end with just 3 of the 4 out of the 5. So I just wanted to make this video before we exit the month of May and the Bricklink Designer Program. I want to say this was the last round. I hope, I could be wrong, and I hope that they continue it because it really is a great way to, I'd say, motivate builders as well as provide us with some interesting themes to kind of mix up, you know, what's typically put out even with the idea sets. So with all of that being said, I thank you for your time as always, and this is Dr. Diffins signing off. Bye-bye.